What's up, guys? I just wanted to share with you a snatch progression that makes the snatch accessible to beginners. Also, it makes it accessible to people who aren't weightlifters. I think the full snatch and the full clean and jerk should be taught to pretty much all athletes across the board, even in sports performance, not even just in weightlifting. And that's because the requisite postures, strength, and flexibility are all necessary factors to succeed in really any sport. I want the athlete to move through the full range of motion, and I want to be able to do that in a manner that is accessible to the athlete mentally. I'm trying to keep it simple, and I'm trying to get the athlete moving. The athlete that I'm presenting to you guys is a 17-year-old. He's 6'2". He's a cross-country runner and a soccer player. He doesn't have the greatest dimensions for snatching and clean and jerk, but I was able to work with him with this progression, and we've had some pretty good success. Without further ado, here it is. The first movement I utilize is the snatch balance. And I really feel like with beginners, they struggle to drop down into the overhead squat position in any sort of dynamic manner. So I really feel like this drill helps them just kind of get primed and ready to hit the bottom position fast. The next movement I use is the high hang snatch. So here we're just getting the bar from the hip crease to the overhead position. Again, we are trying to get the athlete to move dynamically into the bottom of the overhead squat. This next drill, I think a lot of coaches are reluctant to use because they feel that hip contact or teaching the hip contact teaches a lot of horizontal bar path. But in my personal use, I've found that beginners have had a lot of success when moving on to the farther steps of the progression when they establish that hip contact. So from here, we're really seeing the full range of motion from the snatch. The only difference is we're starting from that high hang position, setting your posture with that deep breath in, retracting the scaps, and going down to mid shin, coming off the hip hard, and landing in that bottom position. From here, we're pretty much doing the exact same thing. We're just setting it so that the athlete knows exactly the full range of motion. Again, this is very similar to the previous drill. We're just finalizing that range of motion. At this point, the athlete should have a pretty good grasp over the movement, but we're still, trying to set that posture from the standing position. Again, one more time, taking that breath in, reaching down while keeping those scaps retracted, and then completing the rep. And finally, we have the full movement where the athlete is actually setting their posture from that start position. From here, we just build the athlete up, still keeping the technique sound. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Try this progression out and let me know what you think.